We are opening the show with the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings. Yes. And it's not because they're a dumpster fire. No, it's not. It is because they beat up on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Kings, the Kangs just put 127 on a healthy, that's important, a fully healthy, fully loaded Cleveland Cavaliers team in Sac, the number 2 best team in the league with the second best defense in the league, just got 127 points on their heads. Gotta love basketball. That comes on the heels of losses that should have been wins against Golden State and Miami. Well, I mean, they were wins, but they were losses. You know what I mean? They had to admit, NBA had to say, we stole those wins from the Kings. We stole them. Yep, last 2 minutes. Yep, that was a travel. Last 2 minutes. Yep, that was a foul. 2 blown calls that cost the Kangs wins. I count them both as victories. Yeah. I watched the entirety of that Cavs game. And let me tell you. 1, I was supposed to be asleep. 2, what does it tell you that I wasn't? You know what I mean? I am committed to making sure that I get my beauty rest. And I didn't last night. Why? Because of the Kangs. I live tweeted it. I don't even live tweet my Portland Trailblazers. How about that? What does that tell you? I don't even say Dame time. No, it's sleep time for me. I'll watch that shit the next day. Come on now. The Kings right now, why do I love them? Have I been indoctrinated? Have I been somehow brainwashed because of 1320 ESPN, my friends, my brothers? No. I think they're fun. Very fast-paced team. You got Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox, brothers from another mother from Kentucky. They're just like peas and carrots, like ketchup and mustard, like olive oil and balsamic vinegar and some little salt. Their roster, very deep. Fun. 7 players last night, or 2 nights ago, because you're probably listening to this on a Friday, scored 14 or more points. 7 dudes scored 14 or more. What? That is a balanced team. Guys you've never even heard of were balling. Trey Lyles, do you know what he looks like? If I asked you to tell, like, if you're not a Sacramento Kings fan right now, and I asked you, how tall is Trey Lyles? What does he look like? Is he light-skinned or dark-skinned? Is he white or is he black? What does he do? Where is he from? Do you know? You don't know. And you know what? He all of a sudden, he's 7 feet tall. He all of a sudden looks like Evan Mobley out there, hitting 3 after 3 after 3. He hit 4 threes. My man Trey Lyles had 16 points in 19 minutes against 2 All-Stars. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Chimezie Metu, do you know what he looks like? Do you know what he is? Do you know where he comes from? Do you know how tall he is? I bet you don't. An insane dunk. Like a little lob, like a straight line drive lob. Not even like a high rainbow lob, but a straight line drive lob under the rim. Chimezie Metu, boom, dunk. Just looking awesome. Keegan Murray finding things in his game, coming to another level. He's exciting. The Kings bench outscored the Cavs 43-15. They had 30 assists. They're sharing the rock like no other, spreading the sugar, if you will. The ball was moving. Open looks happened, and when you get those open looks, they knock them down like shooters do. Unless you're the Lakers. This team came in, they had been knocked down by the Warriors. They had a game stolen by the Miami Heat. And then they play the Cavs. And you could say that a bad team, an inexperienced team, would be like, yeah, tonight's going to probably be an L for us. They were 5.5-point dogs. And you know what? They said, fuck that. We are winning tonight against the second best team in the league. That's confident. They came out aggressive, punched them in the mouth. They took the Cavs' best shot. Fourth quarter said, no, we are rising up. And the thing is, there are people out here who say the entire game of basketball, the goal is to win. And to that I say, no, that's not the goal. This is not a utility. This is not electricity. Is this water? Like, is this like your plumbing? No. Like, basketball is not entirely built around winning games and winning the championship. Yes, that's the central goal of a team, but the central goal of the league is entertainment. That's why we sell tickets to it. That's why there's television and people watch it on that television or their streaming platform. If it was just a utility, then no one would give a fuck and no one would watch. No, basketball in the 1950s was a utility to get you past war, to give you something to do. This is supposed to be fun. There's competing things you can do and watch, and the Sacramento Kings kept me from my sleep. That's how we know that they're fun. That's how we know the goal is working. Every time they got punched in the mouth, they got punched back. Big shots everywhere. Barnes, where did he come from with 20? Herter, Sabonis. We had Mike Brown in there coaching his ass off. He pushed Malik Monk physically, pushed him to the corner like, no, Malik, keep running. Whew. Pass Malik Monk the ball. Corner three. Swish. Malik Monk. Yes. And Mike Brown continuing to be a better coach than anyone could have expected him to be. Let's listen to him and what he had to say, because he kept De'Aaron Fox out of the game in the fourth quarter during crunch time, killing his prop. But you know what? It didn't matter because they won.
Well, so what we were thinking, going at Davion, that group was playing well. And
Pause, didn't even mention Davion, who was Electric Factory.
So I was going to let that group roll. But then, I felt it was time to give not only Donovan Mitchell a different look, but also us a different look offensively. And I thought the combination of Kevin Herter and Malik Monk were really good on the backside of that action. They started playing games with with each other and with the defense, so I think Foxy's an all-star. What we have to do to help him get there is we got to have a decent record, but he also has to show that he's a two-way player. And so for me, hey, Fox, step up, run the team. If you can score for us, but you also got to guard Donovan. This is the time to show people that you can do it.
And he did. You know what? Doesn't even matter that Donovan Mitchell had 38 points in that game. Could have had 50, honestly. Mike Brown has that much faith in Malik Monk, Davion Mitchell, Kevin Herter, and others that he is willing to sit De'Aaron Fox in from 8 minutes to 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Literally, he didn't come back until it was literally crunch time. I got a text late night last night after I was going insane about the Kings winning this game. It's because I was just tweeting up a storm. Stop what you're doing. Pull over. Pull over and pull your phone out and watch. What should you do? Watch the Sacramento Kings. Never tweeted that in my life, I promise you that. So I got a text from a friend late last night, and he said, are the Kings actually good, or are they just really fun? And my response to that is, at this point, I'm not sure I even care. Honestly, I do not care. All I want is that the Kings are competitive, late in games, offensively, defensively. They are gritty. They are fun to watch. And you know what? They check. Shout out to Mike Brown and these kids and these guys for being probably one of the funnest watches in the NBA.